Shanti. Welcome to the next normal. I'm your host, Sister Jenna. We're broadcasting from the beautiful Meditation Museum. If you haven't been to Washington D.C, come and visit us. It's a thriving city and area, I tell you. And if you are, do visit the Meditation Museum. We are aiming to open up the museum more days than we have it now. Economy played a factor in terms of the pandemic, and we had to close down both museums during the pandemic. And even though that's way behind us, I think, staffing it has been the big opportunity that we have to deal with. But pretty soon we will be all open fully again, hopefully like we were 6 days a week from 11 to 7, or at least really look into a few days a week just to have the space open fully for you to take advantage of the vibrations, the atmosphere, the meditations, the love, and the time that we spend together. Our focus today is on a topic that many of us struggle with, whether we did it when we were young, teenagers in school because of peer pressure, or as we were evolving in our 20s and trying to figure out who we really are. Maybe in those kind of rocky 30s where we thought we knew ourselves, but we're trying to be much better than we were and what we still want to be. And there are times that we reach our good old 50s or 60s, and we maybe start feeling you can't change, what do they call it? You can't change, what's this? You can't train an old dog. I know that's not a good figure of speech, but you've heard that saying that you can't train an old dog, but you can. You can change your thinking if you want to. And many of us are carrying an inner thinking process and dialogue in a way that we're criticizing ourselves, and we don't even know it. One of the clear distinctions that you are self-critical is the way you think about other people. If you're a kind of person throughout the day and you walk and look at people or deal with people, and internally you're having thoughts about the person that isn't constructive. Internally, you feel like you can pick up their vibrations of what they're lacking, what their faults are. There's some people who are just wired to see what's wrong with you, and they consider it to be normal. And when they get into gatherings of their friends and tribe, that's what they talk about. Not your strengths, not what God planted in you, not what you have as your contribution to humanity. They don't talk about those things. They don't talk about those things. But the moment they get together with friends, oh, did you hear? Did you see? I don't know. I don't like her. I don't think she's this. They don't even know you, but they're vibing into something. I'm reminded of the presidential campaign 2 campaigns ago. There was a former Secretary of State, Hillary Clinton, was running for president. I think alongside Donald Trump at the time. And I would overhear conversations of people telling me, oh, I just don't like her. I don't know what it is about her. And these are also women. And I used to sit in those, that scene, those scenes. And I'm like, you're not having dinner with her. I mean, you're not living with her. She's just going to manage the country. Voting in a president is seeing, are they a good manager? Can they manage a country that has such authority and do it well? And how do you know if somebody can manage a country? You look at their patterns of life. How have they lived? What have they been doing? What has worked? What has been working? How well have they monitored money and let it grow and do it and worked hard and understand the grassroots, the up, down, the in, the outs? But there are some of us that are just so negative. And we're negative because something inside of us touched us. Somebody said something to you. It hurt. That hurt stayed there. And you never addressed it. You never healed it. And when you're critical, it's the only way you feel. You put a bandage on that hurt. It is as if there is a feeling in you. You don't articulate it in words with your friends or family, but there is a feeling in you. I've been hurt deeply. It's not healed. I don't know how to talk about it. I don't know who to talk to. And there's like it's connected to a kind of a lack of worthiness. I'm not good. I'm not good enough. And quietly in your subconscious, there's this belief system in you. And as you're walking around in your life carrying this belief system, you bring it in when you're cooking the food, when you're serving it, when you're sweeping on the floor, you're thinking. When you're walking from the house to the car, what are you thinking? I can't believe he said that. He's like this. He's always and she's like this. Oh gosh, when is this going to ever happen for me? Oh God, I just feel awful. I hate my life. You're not even aware you're doing it, yeah? But because the critic has become so close to you. It's almost become like your shadow, your best friend. I think there's something in psychology, and please don't quote me on it fully, but I had overheard a conversation or an ideology that when somebody actually criticizes you, deep down within that criticism is that they see you in a higher level. And they say to some extent, criticism is praise. Have you ever heard that? Feel free to put it in the comment. I heard it somewhere along the way. That even when I heard it, when I would hear anyone criticizing me, and even though it wasn't much, I used to think, what are they seeing in me that's supposed to be better? It made sense to me at the time. And that even if somebody is looking out for you to be your best version of yourself, the self-critic in you will push it away like you wouldn't believe. I've seen that with so many people in my life. And a person can come in front of you because you're obviously having a negative or wasteful conversation about your life. And so energetically, you're feeling it so much that your default setting is in a second. You're going to attract someone to come and criticize you. Because that's what you're living in. You're living in the world of criticism, unknown to you. But energetically, it's all around you. I am not good enough, or I'm very good. My family, when they're around me, sometimes I would wonder, what do they think? I'll say, see, I did that, I'm so good, no? I'm so good. I'm not saying I'm so good with ego. I'm saying I'm so good to keep reminding myself, Jen, you're good, right? I'll say it around Santosh and the family all the time. I'm really good, no? I'm good, right? And I'm not doing it to be up on them. I'm doing it because I need to remind myself over and over again, you are a soul, immortal, eternal, imperishable, pure, By nature, you are peaceful, loving, happy, and powerful. You cannot forget that. And the critic in you will make you forget it over and over and over and over again. It will keep distracting you from your true sense of worth. It'll just distract you from your value. You're never going to keep thinking you're good enough. You'll keep thinking you're never good enough. I've seen people, they have it all. There are even people who live or are close to me or who know me as friends. And I will look right through them because I have that gift. I can see a soul's potential and their power. And I can feel when Baba is telling me, through me, to tell that soul, tell that child, this is their worth and their value. And I've seen that child again and again ignore it, kick it away. And I'll tell you this, and it's an amazing thing I've experienced. I might not be at my best, or I might have reached my point where I can't stay quiet anymore. I have to tell them, you can't keep doing this. Humble yourself. Be like this. Do this. And in a second, they will hear that. If I point anything out, oh, you are always arrogant, they will walk for years to tell me, you said I was arrogant, no? So what else do you expect? And I'll be like, why am I even doing this? I would have told this person 99 things of how good they are. They will not come back and tell me that. That inner critic has become their world. And I will tell them 99 good things. They don't hear one thing. Like I told the sister or that person, just sit up and eat. You're the queen of your palace. And they went right back to default setting. Now, if I'd made a comment about the body language of that time, they would walk around for weeks. She said this to me and she's like this, and who is she to speak to me? And I might have said 1,000,000 times, you are so good. Just live it. And they don't hear because the critic inside will not allow them to hear what is truthful. My inner critic will not allow me to hear what will make me powerful, because the critic only feeds on your weakness. The critic within you feeds on your lower dimensions. The critic in you feeds on where there's no light. And so you have to come to some conclusion. Do you want to live in a world without light inside of your mind? Or do you want to live in a world where light is unlimited, as if it's Christmas or Diwali? It is a choice you make. And no one is going to do it for you. You choose. You choose how to nurture your world, how to think. Instead of wasting your thoughts thinking about other people and criticizing them in your mind, you could be building a kingdom and an empire for you. There's nothing more powerful than being in the awareness of a soul, that you know your soul conscious, you know your soul is immortal and infinite, and that the only thing blocking the soul from its potential is the critic, the one who only looks for what's wrong and only waits. Only when it's absolutely perfect, the critic moves away. But we're on the journey of perfection. So of course I'm not fully perfect yet, but my perfection is still in me. It just hasn't fully evolved. But I am perfect. You are perfect. It just hasn't fully evolved because the critic doesn't want you to see how perfectly beautiful you are. Its agenda is designed, its profession, its occupation, its duty is to only show you what's wrong with you, what's wrong with them. It is an attitude, it is an addiction, it is a behavior, it's a habit of hurting yourself. Forget hurting other people through your mind by criticizing them in your mind, but you are damaging your life so much by thinking in a negative way about other people and about yourself. That's the agenda of the critic. I will hurt others with my thoughts because I am hurt. That's not what we want anymore. Kick the critic out and your perfection will emerge. Kick the critic out and your happiness will emerge. Kick the critic out and it becomes homeless. It can't live in you anymore. Try it. Your day will be so bright. Let's take a moment of silence together in a little meditation. Om Shanti. When I go inside of myself, what do I see? What do you see inside? Do you see a soul filled with potential and courage and beauty and peace and strength, power? Or does it get a little rocky, challenging, confusing, shallow, absence of light? What do you see when you turn inwards? The divinity and the beauty of you, or the opposite? The critic is a thought pattern. Choose to kick it out and only have the real you sitting there waiting to be built and developed along the way. It's like you're creating a new version of yourself because the critic is gone. And now your only focus is to nurture and build the best version of yourself. Just be in that moment for a while. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Try this practice throughout the day. Talk to yourself this way. Let's see what our awakened intelligence will share about what does it mean to silence your inner critic. Silencing your inner critic means quieting the negative self-doubting voice inside your mind that often judges, criticizes, or undermines your confidence and abilities. This inner voice can hold you back from taking risks, believing in yourself, or fully embracing your strengths. Silencing it involves shifting your self-talk to be more compassionate, balanced, and constructive. Key ways to silence: recognizing it, becoming aware of when the inner critic speaks, challenging it, questioning in whether it's negative message or true or helpful, reframing those thoughts, replacing harsh self-judgment with positive affirmative thoughts. Practice self-compassion, treating yourself with kindness and understanding rather than being overly critical. Focusing on growth, viewing mistakes as learning opportunities rather than failures. The goal is to foster a more encouraging and supportive mindset, allowing you to pursue your goals with greater confidence and self-acceptance. Absolutely beautiful. And let's go to somebody who had no critical comments about anyone. The Sister Gita effect.
Spiritual progress. Have you asked yourself lately what is in your heart? What's sitting in my heart? There is benefit for you in every situation in life. If that is, you know how to look for it. The idea behind steady spiritual progress is to see every circumstance and situation, particularly those that challenge you, that seems like the walls of China. Look at them as a tailor-made lesson in your personal plan for self-development. For example, in a situation where hurtful or angry words were exchanged, why not see it as a chance either to perceive things about your own character which need changing, or to rehearse some virtue or quality that you need to put into practice more often? Actually, we should be grateful for the opportunity to evaluate ourselves. How powerful that is. We should be grateful for the opportunity to evaluate ourselves. In this way, you can transform anything into a constructive lesson. Never think that you have learned enough and now can stop. You should love it when people try to correct you or give you advice. It keeps you alert and gives you plenty of opportunity to put your truth into practice. It's a sign of great danger to be unable to accept criticism and instead use your understanding to criticize others. Realize deeply the significance of every moment, and your spiritual progress will be assured. How beautiful. Have a wonderful, joyous, peaceful, and loving day.
Just keep focusing on charity, charity, charity. Keep doing good. Keep being benevolent. Keep helping. Keep assisting. Keep being positive. This is the only way right now. This is the age that we're in. Practice loving everybody the same. Your love will increase. Thank you for joining us. Take care. Om Shanti.